Hello, my love. There is a message here for someone, for a specific collective. This could be for you, so feel free to stay and see if it resonates. We're going to be using my Pocket Animal Spirit deck. I've had it for a while, but I haven't used it for a while. Felt called to it. So that could already be a sign for you, feeling called to something old, but in a very new, refreshed way. Animals can also be significant for this particular person as well, for you, or the collective. We're going to see where you're currently at and what you're shifting into. Okay, Spirit, what is the message coming through for this collective? What have you guided me towards today? What's the message? Okay, I'm hearing have patience for the change. Okay, have patience for the change. You've been going through a lot of change lately. I'm hearing tumultuous changes, a lot of upheavals, a lot of things seem to be breaking down. Red also feels significant, so root chakra, sacral chakra. I'm honestly hearing the lower three chakras as well, solar plexus. Power feels significant too. Protection feels significant as well, but there's been a lot of instability and you're finding your feet again is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see if the card's coming forward with this. The message here is to stay present. Stay present, okay? We're working with energy and time one day at a time, is what I'm hearing. One day at a time. We have whale, we have hummingbird. Good. I will read them because that's what I was feeling called to do today. But whale is interesting. Okay. So what you're bringing into balance is regular self-care. Okay? Self-care, nourishment. That is the advice for you, my love. Steady, deeply compassionate for yourself and for others. Having patience with everything at this time because there are a lot of things changing, but because this is very deep. This is very deep work, okay? Think about how deep whales can dive. This is very deep, leveled and layered work, okay? This is structure. As I said, this is connected to your root chakra, your foundation. So this deep work takes time. What's going to help in seeing the changes is regular and consistent self-care. Okay, that is very, very important for you in this collective. Regular, consistent self-care. There's also a message coming through, which actually came through for me the other day, so this might feel relevant to this particular person or collective, is if self-care feels like a chore, or self-love, self-care, those routines feel like a chore, you may be exploring some old wounding surrounding mother wounds and surrounding feeling unworthy or undeserving of having your needs met. Okay, so just exploring that, or you could be opening up to that and activating that and exploring that space. There is a bit of this darkness, this shadow at the moment. There's much light as well that's coming to the surface too. So it just feels like a lot of shadow is coming to the surface, and it's connected to your stability, your internal stability and your external stability, okay? As well as just growth from this space. Let's look at hummingbird as well. Let's look at hummingbird. Okay. Spiritually resourceful. Okay, along with this self-care, there's this energy of one, connecting with birds as messengers, or feeling more connected to a free-spirited, I don't want to say flighty energy, but maybe perhaps you're moving out of this flighty energy and into freedom, but freedom that you can trust. Okay, maybe freedom to you has always felt unsafe and inaccessible. So it feels like you're shifting into this freedom within yourself, but it's because of the tools that you are allowing yourself to explore and use. Okay, spiritual tools feel significant. This is meditation, connecting with your spirit guides, tapping into your source. Okay, your power. This is significant to with your power. Okay. There's also like a love of learning coming through. So there could be something new that you're learning and adapting to, or introducing into your routines as well, along with this self-care. Okay, we're going to see what else is coming through. What are the next steps? What's the guidance? Where is this collective going? What's the shift that's coming in, please, Spirit? We do have a full moon tomorrow. A lot of the planets are in Aries at this time. Again, that might not be relevant to you when you see this, but there's just this, there are shifts coming through. You're being asked to stay grounded. You're being asked to stay present. Presence feels so important. especially really, I'm also seeing this person like looking in the mirror and talking to themselves. The way you're talking to yourself also feels very, my hair is all over the place. The way that you're talking to yourself also feels very, very important and significant at this time as well. So positive self-talk, recreating a positive mindset. Anything else, please, Spirit, coming through? Advice, guidance, the next steps. You rabbit. Interesting. Anything else? Already I'm getting this playful sort of energy. Okay, so keeping yourself lighthearted, playful, fun, curious, childlike. That's the energy that's coming up. My heart is opening. And we have butterfly. Gorge. Let's see what's coming through here. I love reading them because they come up so nicely. Rabbit. A day of silence. A good listener feels significant. Someone who's listening to their heart, listening to their body, okay? That's the guidance here. Listening to all of yourself, listening to your needs, listening to your desires, listening to you before you listen to your outside world, okay? Make sure that the priority, my goodness, is you at this time. I'm hearing conserving of energy as well. You could be very sensitive, or a very sensitive person in general, take on a lot of things. This listening to yourself is very important to see not your limits, but just at this time what's needed within your capacity, okay? What you're able to handle and what you should be, just boundary setting as well, I'm hearing. Confirmation, but notice your thoughts and words. Notice your thoughts and your words, they shape your destiny. So again, with a positive self-talk, that's the guidance coming through. There is an energy of things will start to move quickly and it could be overwhelming. So that's why this self-care is so important. Okay, so presence is so important as we move forward. And we have butterfly. What's coming up for butterfly? Also hearing music. Music feels really significant too. So this is a great transformation. We could already tell with butterfly coming out here. Yep, cheerful, graceful. If there's frustration coming up, again, routines for this collective is so, so important, okay? Listening to your body and asking your body what routines you need. What do you need? Things you haven't done before, things you used to do that you stopped doing. Sometimes when we get so caught up in just the cycles of life, we forget our own cycles, okay? So this feels like a reconnection with our own cycles and understanding what we are needing when we're going through great change. You are going through great change and a lot is coming through and a lot is coming up. A lot is moving. And when a lot is moving like this, you need more care and more time for yourself than ever, okay? This isn't the time to be outsourcing or doing more for your external world. This is actually the time to be doing more for yourself. That's what I'm really, really hearing, okay? So listening to yourself, asking yourself what you're needing, asking yourself what's internally, what you're receiving, where you're being guided to in every present moment, okay? Noticing your thoughts, being aware of the way that you speak to yourself, and as you're digging deeper into yourself, into what you're needing, because there's a shift that is coming up soon. There's a big energy that you're stepping into, but you are being asked and being required to be so you when this comes. So that's why these routines, this support of a masculine structure that are catered to your feminine, compassionate, loving, self-nurturing energy is important, okay? This is how we combine feminine and masculinity. We ask ourselves what we're feeling, what we're needing, what our desires are, and then we respond with routines and structure that support the expansion of those feelings, okay? That's how we work with ourselves. That's how we find balance. That's how we create consistency. And that's how we listen to ourselves and become who we really want to be, okay? I'm hearing the answers are coming with next steps and guidance, but you need to be listening to your body and your needs before you can listen to the next steps, okay? I love you. If you're looking for specific clarity, my clarity channels are open. Otherwise, you've got this.